Everyone is itching for spring to make an appearance, but the UK weather did not get the memo yet. So what else is there to do but make things cozy inside the home and enjoy life regardless of the weather? Now, for the past few months, we've been slowly decorating our daughter's room, and I knew I wanted to add something made by her mummy. So I picked up some fabric from the local store, and after a while, I got to work. It was so nice to be sewing again. The biggest lesson I have learned in regards to sewing and hobbies in general is that you can't force passion for hobbies. If motivation wanes, let it go. If it returns, it's meant to be. Hobbies are meant to be pressure-free. I think this looks so cute, so pretty. I love it. Last month it was my birthday and I wanted to be by the ocean even though I knew it would be cold. I have learned you can have a good day even in lousy weather. Anyways, there's this trend online where people guess your age based off of how you look, and I have to say even I can't guess how old I am. I feel much younger than my numbers tell me, which is scary. I feel like I still have so much to do and learn. When I was 18, I boarded a plane and left my home country for this, a better life. It's not perfect, but it is wholesome. And I think my 18-year-old self would be proud, I hope. And this was my dream. Live in the UK, get married young, become a mom, and live a creative life. With a few dreams under my belt, I have learned to never give up on dreams. No matter how long they take to come true, you'll be happy you didn't give up. Very good. Later that day, we came home and baked a cake, and let me tell you, baking with a toddler is chaos. But I have learned to embrace it. Honestly, life as a mom has taught me to let go of this idea that I can control life. I really can't. Once you get pregnant, you learn that motherhood is about surrender. It's about having faith and trusting the process and taking each day as it comes. All right, let's get on with it. Hello, hello. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a lovely March. My March has been very, very surprising. I came down with something. My doctor said it was a viral infection, but basically for the past 2 weeks I have been wiped. I have been sleeping loads, just being tired, loads of headaches, pressure here, but just exhausted. I was fighting something, and this week I have learned a huge valuable lesson which I just wanted to share with you. Okay, so buckle in for a bit of a story time. This Thursday was booked off as a little date day by my husband and I. We planned to go to Bath, but because I wasn't feeling necessarily well, we said, okay, maybe we should just stay in Oxford. In case I don't feel very well, I just can come home and it will be a chill day. So Thursday morning I wake up and my period hits me in the face. But I didn't want to let that beat me. I was like, we are going into Oxford. Even if I get there half dead, I will go out of the house to be with you. So anyways, we go out, out, we start walking around. I am exhausted, I'm in pain. I say to my husband, listen, we need to go to a coffee shop, I need to sit down. So we sit down, and all of a sudden I see a missed call on my phone. I was like, oh, I wonder who that can be. Yeah, it turns out it was nursery. So I call back and I say, hi. And then they say, we're sorry to let you know, but we have found lice in Arwen's hair. Oh, just talking about it is making me really itchy. So I hang up and I'm like, okay, this day is definitely turning out to be very different than what we planned in February. Back in February, I thought I was going to be in Bath. I thought I was going to live my best life. But in March, I have a viral infection. I am on my period and my daughter has lice, which means I might have lice. So I begin to itch like a crazy person in the John Lewis coffee shop. And anyways, I was feeling deflated. We went into Superdrug, we bought the treatment, got in the car, drove to nursery. I waited in the car while my husband picked Arwen up. And then my husband and Arwen walk through the car park. And Arwen is a bundle of joy. She is happy. And I looked at her from my car and she was all smiles, so excited to see me. And I was like, this girl has bugs in her hair, but she doesn't care. She's having a good day. And it really challenged me to change my attitude. I was like, you know what? Let's turn today into a family day. So yeah, we strapped her in, we got home, I put treatment on her hair. I was combing her hair and finding lice, which was if you know me, I hate insects of any kind, but the idea of insects being on me, just the thought of it drives me crazy. So I was just finding the lice and putting them away dead. And gave her a bath and looked for eggs and all of that. And I was literally thinking, goodness gracious, today was not what I had imagined. And later that night, I made my husband give me a head treatment because I was I'm pretty sure I've got lice, okay? My head is itching. So we turned on Legally Blonde and my husband was looking for lice. He found one, which I was really happy he found one because I was I wasn't going crazy. But yeah, we had a lovely evening and I don't know, I've just been meditating on that day and I've been meditating on attitude and how important attitude is. Nothing changed about my Thursday. My Thursday was still sucky. I didn't get to go to Bath. I didn't get to enjoy my day. Yet my attitude was everything. Had I dwelled in that disappointment, it would have been grumpy fest. Because I get grumpy. It might not come across like that on the internet, but I get grumpy. It would have been a grumpy fest. But because my daughter inspired me to just laugh it off, I was able to laugh it off. I was able to just turn it into a joke, and it wasn't a bad day. I still have mountains of laundry to get on with because I've stripped everything off, but that's another story for another day. So anyways, the lesson is a humorous attitude makes life feel lighter, and I'll remember that because I have come to the conclusion that sometimes I get too serious about things and I need to lighten up a little bit. So that is a lesson I have learned this week. Because it was my birthday, I opened up my journal and I basically just documented a few other lessons I have learned this year, which I'm going to share with you as I show you a lovely recipe I have tried last week before the viral infection probably got to me, or maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. Anyways, let's go. Okay, so here are a few random lessons from me to you. First one is you are the expert in you. You know yourself, so if something feels off, it is off. When you can't figure things out on your own, it's best if you just ask for help. Don't be trying to be Miss Independent, just ask for help, okay? It's good to let people help you. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Intentionality will save your day from being wasted. Even a rest day, you have to be intentional about it, otherwise you just waste it, okay? And giving yourself things to look forward to is like medicine for the soul. It will take you and move you from just hopelessness to excited. Self-confidence is being able to trust yourself, being able to trust your word, being able to know you can do hard things, and that comes only from discipline. So kick your ass and do what you said you would. When life is hard and it feels like no one has any idea about you, remember you are seen, you are taken care of in more ways than you can imagine. Another one is overdosing on social media will slowly kill your focus, your productivity, and your creativity. So social media has to be taken with a big grain of salt. Can't be spending too much time on it, otherwise your brain will be dulled. The next one is a big one for me, and I've learned that the goal is not to make art, but to make living itself an art, to make life as beautiful as you can, to romanticize your days. Honestly, there's so many lessons I've learned last year because it was a hard year, so I guess you learn and you grow in hardship. That's a lesson right there. But the last one is that the only constant in life is change, and you have to just get on board with the fact that life is gonna be unpredictable and life is gonna change, and you just have to be flexible, and you have to see the funny side of it, and you have to have a good attitude, because otherwise life is gonna feel so heavy if you don't embrace change, if you don't accept it, that it's happening, and we just have to get on with it. Anyway, so those are a little life lessons. I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.